Have you ever wondered what would happen if a Fallout vault didn't just open, but instead, its dwellers decided to build a whole new world? Not just a settlement, but a sprawling city for 500,000 people, all shaped by the unique, isolated culture of Vault 101. Forget Megaton, forget Diamond City. Today, we dive in deep into a grand what-if scenario. The rise of Tranquility City, a metropolis built in the image of Vault 101. Let's set the stage. The year is 2277. The lone wanderer has left. The vault door is sealed again, but the seeds of change have been sown. The old overseer is gone, and a new council, led by Amada, recognizes that staying locked away forever isn't an option. They've seen the outside world, tasted its possibilities and its dangers. So, they formulate a plan, not of integration, but of expansion. A multi-generational project to build a city worthy of the Vault's legacy. Their first move is securing their immediate territory. The ruins of Springvale and the nearby elementary school become their initial foothold. Using the GECK, the Garden of Eden Creation Kit, that was the whole point of the Vault program, they begin the slow, arduous process of purification. They start small, clearing radiation, planting hardy crops, and setting up defensive perimeters. The early days are tough. They faced raids from disorganized raider gangs and encounters with the Capital Wasteland's mutated wildlife, but the dwellers of Vault 101 have a key advantage: unity and discipline. Decades of living under a strict social structure means they operate like a well-oiled machine. The Vault-Tec training, once just theoretical, is now put into practice. Within the first 50 years, the Springvale Protectorate is established. The initial settlement around the Vault entrance is now a fortified town. The architecture is a fascinating blend of pre-war suburban remnants and the unmistakable utilitarian style of Vault construction. Prefabricated modules, similar to the rooms inside Vault 1, are assembled above ground, connected by enclosed walkways. Clean water flows from their advanced purification systems, and their underground hydroponic farms, now expanded, produce a surplus of food. This stability starts to attract outsiders. Wastelanders, tired of the constant struggle, are drawn to the safety and order of the Protectorate. But integrating these newcomers is the first major challenge. The people of Vault 101 are ... particular. They have their own dialect, their own social customs, their own ingrained paranoia of the outside world. The first generation of immigrants are treated with suspicion. They rehoused in designated transitional zones and must undergo a rigorous acculturation program. They learn the history of Vault 101, its rules, and its values. It's a bit controlling, sure, but for many, the promise of 3 clean meals a day and a safe place to sleep is worth it. This program, over time, creates a new, blended culture. The children of these immigrants, born within the city walls, see themselves as true citizens of the expanding metropolis. Now, let's jump forward another century. The Springvale Protectorate is no more. In its place stands the lower district of Tranquility City. The city has expanded south, absorbing the ruins around the Super-Duper Mart and pushing towards the river. The city's design is heavily stratified, mirroring the levels of a vault. At the center, built over the original Vault 101, is the Citadel. This is the administrative heart, home to the direct descendants of the original dwellers, the core families. They live in pristine, climate-controlled environments that mimic the Vault's interior. Below them are the inner districts where the established, multi-generational families live. And on the outskirts are the periphery zones where new arrivals and transient workers reside. It's not a perfect classless society, but it is stable. Everyone has a role, a job, and a purpose. Just like in the Vault, the Tunnel Snakes, once a teenage gang, have evolved into the city's official security force. The Vipers, known for their blue jackets and strict enforcement of city ordinances. Technologically, Tranquility City is a powerhouse by salvaging and reverse engineering pre-war tech. And with knowledge preserved in Vault 101's databanks, they've mastered energy production and manufacturing. Their unique fusion of Vault-Tec and scavenger ingenuity leads to innovations. For example, they've perfected a system of pneumatic tubes, like the ones you might see at an old bank, to transport goods and messages throughout the city's different levels. A clean and efficient alternative to vulnerable caravans. Their medical facilities, based on Vault-Tec's advanced auto, are the best in the entire region, capable of treating everything from radiation sickness to complex injuries. By the year 2577, 300 years after the project began, Tranquility City has reached its goal. It's a gleaming metropolis of 500,000 souls, stretching from the hills of Vault 101 down to the banks of the Potomac. The city is a beacon of order in the chaotic wasteland. Its skyline is a mix of repurposed pre-war buildings and massive, interconnected residential arcologies built in the Vault-Tec style. The GECK, carefully managed, has created a zone of relative safety and clean air that extends for miles. The city trades its agricultural surplus and advanced tech with other major settlements like the Commonwealth and even sends expansionary missions, not to conquer, but to teach others their methods of purification and construction. But what is life actually like for the average citizen? It's safe, it's clean, but it's also incredibly regulated. Every citizen has a Pip-Boy, a descendant of the original Vault 101 models. It's their ID, their bank account, their communication device, but it also tracks their location and productivity. The GOAT, the Generalized Occupational Aptitude Test, is still administered to but now it determines their entire career path within the city's structured economy. There's little room for personal deviation. The art and music are all state-approved, often celebrating the city's history and the wisdom of the first overseers. It's a utopia of safety, but perhaps a dystopia of personal freedom. There are underground movements, of course. People who long for the chaos and choice of the wasteland. Who chafe under the watchful eye of the Vipers and the City Council. So, would you live in Tranquility City? It represents the ultimate expression of the Vault-Tec experiment. Not just to survive the apocalypse, but to reshape the world in its own image. A city built on order, security, and the complete suppression of individuality. It's a fascinating thought experiment on what humanity is willing to trade for safety. A perfect, clean, predictable world, born from the dusty confines of Vault 101. What do you think? Is this a dream city or a nightmare prison? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the what-ifs of the Fallout universe, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite games. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.